Hi everybody, and welcome to Spirit Wise by Rai-na. I'm Rai-na, and this is my third in a talk about reincarnation, and probably I'll take a break from that after this video. I often wondered about animals, whether they have souls, and I was lucky enough to meet Ann Wells. I called her Grandma Wells. She was a famous medium in her time around the Toronto area and then north and east of the city, and was quite well known in her work. I had a chance to talk with her one day and I said, Grandma Wells, do animals have souls? And she says, oh yes, right away, no hesitation. And she talked to me about a city, all in white, and around the city was a wall encompassing the city, and at the gate were two white stallions guarding the gate. And she saw in her vision walking toward that gate a mother cat with her kittens, a dog, a lion, and another animal that I wish I could remember. And she said they have a city just for themselves, where they heal and where they're taken care of. That was such a comforting memory. My sister just lost her cat, and my sister is one of these people where I think cats seek her out because she gives them such a soft landing until it's time for them to go. And as much as it hurts, to let them pass on, whether by help through a vet or whether just because of old age. No one loves them as much as she does. And I wonder sometimes whether grieving for a pet is in exact proportion to how much you love them. They weave their way in their little DNA right into our hearts. Pet owners know what I'm talking about. There's nothing quite like having that trust in your hands of those soft, furry little beings. But all of them, birds, lizards, there's some innate trust between you and the animal that is so cherished and hard when it's time to part. I liked Grandma Wells' story a lot. When I was visiting in Wales with three extremely good friends, they had two border collies. One of them was Ashton, they called him Ash. And in some weird way, the other one was called Dinky, and it's like, oh, it must lose in the translation. It must not mean so much over in Wales, but we thought it was funny. I have never seen two such smart animals, ever. I remember thinking at a time, how close is Ash to being human? You could see the way he thought. Ash was under the table, and he had a stick that he had found. But the stick was basically between the leg of my chair and the leg of the table. Ash, there was enough space. He had his head through there. And he was chewing on a branch or whatever, some stick. And he went to pull it out, and it got caught on my leg and the table leg. I don't even think he tried it the second time. He just stopped, thought about it, turned his head, and the stick came out between the legs. That was higher level thinking if I've ever seen it. And I started thinking about Ash the other day because he's no longer with us. I always thought animals stayed animals. Like if animals reincarnate again as animals because they have souls. And then lately it's come to light, the more I thought about it and studied and asked those who are more highly developed than myself. And they now feel that some animals that are that higher level, that extra bit, probably their next step in their spiritual evolution, their soul evolution, is to become human. I immediately thought of this dog. If anyone was ever going to incarnate as a human being, it would be Ash. And I think he'd be that much ahead again as a human being. What a sweet, sweet boy. He knew what you were thinking. He could communicate with you. He could scold you if you forgot him out in a field because you told him to stay down. And he did. And then we walked off without him until we realized our mistake. Turned around, called him to us, and as happy as he could be, he came running at last, but then gave his owner a thorough scolding for forgetting him way back there in the field. It's a gift to see animals in that light. I have a cat. She's a little cuckoo. Suits me perfectly. Can I tell what she's thinking? Oh, at times, absolutely. Does she know what I'm thinking? Oh, you betcha. And knows exactly how to tweak it to make sure I'm paying attention to her. For those of you who have your animals, think about whether they chose you. Think about whether, I don't know, I think about that. Did I get chosen by this cat? Did our stars align just perfectly that I'd end up picking her up? And she'd come to live with me, and we have this incredible bond that I've probably never had with another cat. And because they live their lives so much faster than us, their lifetime feels as long as ours, but it's not. And I'm already wondering how hard it's going to be to let her go at the end of her life. And I wonder if she chose me because she knew I'd be able to let her go with great love back to the light, back to become part of the great I am, like my sister has done. And those of you who've been on that journey with your pet, you know what I mean. It's with great love we accept them into our lives and live with them, but it must be with equal great love, if not more, to let them go back to the light. I'll be talking with you again next week. Please have a very pleasant rest of your day.